Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
I gotta be honest, that's gotta be probably the most polite strike I've ever heard in my life. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. I think they're serious out there. That's outside of Drew Barrymore's studio out in New York, filming the Drew Barrymore show. Wait, filming the Drew Barrymore show. Yes, the strike is still going on between writers and actors against these large studios, and it's been I've noticed at least a large amount of coalition and cooperation together amongst these groups, and they might be finally trying to change things with the way things operate, except for one Drew Barrymore show. Here's what's happening with her show. In a lengthy Instagram post, Drew Barrymore announced that her daytime talk show will begin its 4th season soon, and said that it's in accordance with the rules of the Writers Guild of America and SAG-Aftra strikes. However, though, a spokesperson for the Writers Guild told Hollywood Reporter that Drew is in a struck show, and union members are set to picket outside of her studios Monday and Tuesday, that being yesterday and today, in New York City. Also, they said it has stayed off the air since the strike began on May 2nd, but has now unfortunately decided to return without its writers. That's what the spokesman said in their statement. The Guild has and will continue to picket any struck show that continues production for the duration of the strike. Open and shut case, straight up, right? She's in violation, they're upset, things are gonna have to change. Maybe people will no longer be fans of one Drew Barrymore. But then again, she then continued in her lengthy Instagram post and said some of this. She says, I own this choice. We are in compliance. This is where we're getting some sticky points. We're in compliance with not discussing or promoting film and television that is struck of any kind. We launched live in a global pandemic. Our show was built for sensitive times and has only functioned through what the real world is going through in real time. So really fast, that one point about we're not discussing or promoting film and television. If you're not, big on how all these things work, someone will come on a show, they'll say, what are you working on? Oh, I got this movie that's coming out in April 17th of next year, whatever. They can't do that if that show that's coming out or movie is in a struck situation. So maybe the whole point is we'll bring folks on, but they're not gonna promote their work unless their work is like on their Instagram page. Who knows? A little bit more though, because this is the importance and necessity of her show. She says, I want to be there to provide what writers do so well, which is a way to bring us together or help us make sense of the human experience. She says, I hope for a resolve for everyone as soon as possible. We have navigated difficult times since we first came on air. And so I take a step forward to start season 4 once again with an astute humility. Just wonder if humility is what is this working. We're gonna get to the details of why she says that they can work under the rules and why then these unions are saying, hell no, you can't. But first, Michael, it looks bad, but is this gonna be a problem for her?
I mean, yeah, how can it not be? First of all, the good thing is that now people who didn't know that there is a Drew Barrymore show, so that's helpful in one regard because it brings attention to something that certainly a lot of people, including the guy talking to you right now,
just gonna ask you that.
Didn't know existed, but there's no way to sweet talk your way around it to say the show was built for sensitive times. That's fine. There'll be sensitive times ahead. There've been sensitive times behind, but the components you need are union members, and those union members are there and fighting for everyone who works on that show all the time. So it really, I don't know that rises to the level of sensitive times, and to the show must go on. There's no clamoring for that. So I think that it's a move by Drew Barrymore to really alienate herself going forward. I mean, people have very long memories when it comes to who breaks strikes, and I think it's going to be very difficult for her. And I think that there will be people on her show who don't come back to that show because of it, and who knows how long the show will be. But my guess, my prediction, and don't bet on this, folks, is that she will concede and they will not go ahead with the show.
I feel like it might go that way, and I wonder how much damage then could be done at that point. But this is some of those sticky points, because this is where I was confused and I really had to find out where the truth lies. Because look, she talked about how she can do it within the rules. More from the Hollywood Reporter about the details. This is how now this is according to the WGA, who says that her show doesn't fit into those guidelines. Here it is. Per WGA strike rules, most daytime talk shows are allowed to continue to run because a lot of them do not employ writers who are part of the union. Two exemptions include the Drew Barrymore show and The Talk, which also went dark at the start of the strike and continues to play reruns, as do the late night talk shows. Other daytime shows that are also airing originals include Tamron Hall and Live with Kelly and Mark. Now, the part that, according to SAG-Aftra, says that her show doesn't fit into, that's WGA, apparently, according to WGA, that this happens. But still, she doesn't fit within it because those exceptions don't include her show. According to SAG-Aftra, in a statement released Monday, SAG-Aftra spokesperson said Barrymore's show is produced under the network television code, which is a separate contract and is not in striking situations right now. It is permissible work, and Drew's role as host does not violate the current strike rules. So it seems like between SAG-Aftra and WGA, there's some different small aspects of their rules that apply to it. But what she sounds like she did, and don't quote me completely on this because I'm still figuring this out too, is that she's using writers that aren't under the striking unions, but maybe a different one, or because the loopholes within one of the union's lines when it comes to daytime TV, and they're not doing necessarily sketches, they're just kind of having her come out there and talk to people. It's different than like a late night show that has comedic writing and monologues and things like that they need written. So maybe that's the difference. Are you now gonna watch the show, Mike?
Yeah, I can't wait. Look, if you're fighting your way out with technicalities, that means you're fighting a losing battle. There may be technicalities that make it look one way, but to the layperson and to the union member and to the rank and file, they see a show going on during a writer's strike, and that Drew is a member of SAG-Aftra doesn't help either. If there are technicalities that make it legal, it's surely a bad look, and the bad look is what's going to stay forever.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.